Thanks, Kennedy. Audience members, distinguished guests, and our incredible community of innovators, welcome to the 26th Annual Innovative Idea Competition.
Everybody.
There we go, thank you. Thanks, Kennedy. We are thrilled to have you here tonight, and we're excited to witness the culmination of a journey that began with countless innovative ideas. This year's competition is particularly special as we join forces with the Blackstone Launchpad, enhancing the impact of this event and providing our finalists with even more opportunities to thrive. With countless innovative ideas. This year's competition is particularly special as we join forces with the Blackstone Launchpad, enhancing the impact of this event. Now, without further ado, let's meet our 11 extraordinary finalists who have shown tremendous dedication and creativity. My name is Neil Johnston. I serve as the interim program director here, and I have the honor of guiding you through this inspiring journey as we celebrate these brilliant minds and their pioneering ideas. Warning, I may have some very bad puns along the way. So, fasten your seatbelts, get ready to be amazed, and let's dive into the 26th Annual Innovative Idea Competition. It's time to witness the future unfolding before your very eyes. Before we move forward, it is essential to express our heartfelt gratitude to the dedicated individuals who played a pivotal role in selecting our top finalists. The expertise and commitment of our reviewers have been instrumental in shaping this competition, ensuring that only the most innovative and promising ideas have made it to the stage. Thank you to our reviewers. We also owe a tremendous debt of thanks to our esteemed panel of judges, whose discerning eyes and insightful feedback will guide us in selecting the best of the best. No pressure. Your expertise spans diverse fields. You bring a wealth of knowledge and experience to our competition. So let's take a moment to acknowledge and express our gratitude to our esteemed judges. We have Stephen Nappy, who is the Associate Vice President of Technology and Commercialization and Business Development here at Temple University. We also, yes, thank you. We also have Stephanie D'Angelo, a Fox alum, a proud Fox alum, and the founder and CEO of Her Club. Thank you. And Wayne Williams, another Fox alum, as well as an associate professor here at Fox. Thank you. Again, your expertise, time, dedication have all been invaluable, and we are incredibly grateful for your contributions. Thank you for helping us recognize the brilliance within our finalist ideas. Your support is what makes events like this possible. Thank you. Quickly, I couldn't get through this without a shameless plug. I'd like to share how you can get involved and help your fellow entrepreneurs and innovative thinkers launch their ventures. You don't need a PhD in rocket science or know a secret handshake to become a mentor or lend a hand. It's as simple as sharing your wisdom, your advice, and maybe even your extra coffee with someone who's burning the midnight oil on their brilliant idea. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just someone who's been through the ups and downs of startup life, there's a role for you in this community. You might be the missing piece to someone's puzzle. Next, I want to talk about the People's Choice Award. This is your chance to have a say and be the judge. No pressure, but you're about to have the power of a superhero here tonight. And there's a fun fact for you. November 8th, every day has a national day. So November 8th day is not just about innovation and entrepreneurship, but it's also National Talk Money Day. So cast your vote today and show that you're putting your money where your innovation is, figuratively, of course. Now, for what we've all been waiting for, we're going to introduce the bright minds behind our undergraduate finalists. These remarkable individuals have embarked on an innovation journey that will leave you both inspired and intrigued. They're not just thinkers, they're doers, dreamers, and creators. Their ideas are set to reshape industries, improve lives, and revolutionize the way we do things. Introducing the stars of our undergraduate finalists constellation. Starting the event off strong, we have our very own Aaria with Beauty Birds. These innovative beauty birds have flown in with a unique approach. They're not just about makeup and skincare, they're on a mission. They train Temple University students to become beauty mavens and use their newfound skills to empower the community. I'll turn it over to Aaria.
Hi everyone, thank you for having me. My name is Aaria Tomashiro. All right. So I'm presenting Beauty Birds as a nonprofit, and I'm going to start with a quote from Deion Sanders. When you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you play good. And when you play good, they pay good. And this relates to Beauty Birds. We serve the community while developing university students and giving brands access to new niches. So the problem is beauty products, services, and skills are commodities that are linked to everyday experiences and successes, yet they are not accessible to everybody. Take a look at this example. The way that you visually present yourself relates to how serious people perceive you to take your job. So for example, showing up to work in a suit versus in sweatpants tells two very different things. Now this is related to career and pay disparity. Women who wear makeup have been shown to earn more than those who do not. It's related to a study in Harvard that shows wearing makeup can actually improve test scores. That being said, products are costly and they're not accessible to everybody. And even when they are, for example, in college ambassador programs, I've seen firsthand students get products that they don't know how to use. So the solution is an organization that functions like a college ambassador program, but it steps further by making the process an immersive one, while also serving the community. We start with the donors. The donors donate products to the BeautyBird members who use those to learn how to apply cosmetics on others. Those are university students. Then that goes to the community where they provide free services and products. This includes local schools and Dress for Success. Now the BeautyBird members benefit from getting beauty application skills, client-facing skills, and service hours. And the donors benefit from both parties through brand awareness. They get access to a $600 billion market, and they are the first brand that the community is seeing when they're first being introduced into beauty. So we have free community events that are funded by a number of benefactors. Here are a few of them. We've received over 20,000 in donations, and we recently got the attention of a global beauty brand, which we are hosting an event with in December. I want to highlight some standout quotes. So this is from the principal of Thomas Mifflin School talking about how special the kids felt. The other one is from the executive director of Greater Dress for Success Philadelphia, talking about how the woman left with a tangible set of tools and skills that they can use in the future. Now, in comparison to other companies that also provide free cosmetics, we stand out because we have continuous training sessions and events, and we access the college market, which is very lucrative. The point is proven by these surveys that show that BeautyBird members have a 20% higher preference for the brands that they are exposed to in comparison to non-BeautyBird members. And the average return on investment for college ambassador programs is about $6.50 for every dollar spent. So the college market is important because the average student spends $2,000 per year on cosmetics, and they spend about $600 billion in spending power. So to sum everything up, brands are already trying to get into college. BeautyBirds is a vessel for access and a catalyst to empower the community. Thank you so much for listening.
We'll now turn it over to the judges for 2 minutes of questions.
Thank you for your presentation. Question on and I understand the value of the service. Somebody's learning and getting educated through that service. I understand the value of the free products and how that's sponsored to route through this type of program. As a member, is there a continuing benefit to the product? So is it a limited supply only when you show up for events, or is there some sort of continued discount to products?
So BeautyBird member?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a number of benefits. One, you're getting trained on how to apply makeup, skincare, nails, and you're paying $25 to $35 per semester. That is insanely cheap in comparison to makeup classes. Two, because we do partner with brands. For example, we had an eyelash company come in last year. We partnered with them, we learned how to apply those lashes, and then the students got a discount that was active for a couple months after. And three, they're building tangible skills, for example, networking skills, client-facing skills that they can add to their resume. And it's something that employers are always really interested in.
Thank you.
So I love the presentation. Thank you so very much. So do you have to be licensed in order to be able to apply the products? And so how will you handle that in terms of the training?
So technically, no. When you go to apartment stores at, for example, at malls like Macy's, Sephora, Ulta, you don't need a license. I've worked for them before. It's kind of like assumption of the risk. The only exception of that would be with minors. And then with minors, when we are working on them, we have liability release forms. I've had 2 lawyers look those over, and so a parent or guardian needs to sign that first. But technically, no, you don't need a license. We just need to have our contract signed.
No question, but this is a really important DEI initiative and it's really creative, so really well done.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
One more round of applause. From the world of beauty to the realm of fashion tech, we're shifting gears. Let's dive into the future of your wardrobe. Please welcome Whitney Constable presenting DressSmart. Whitney's innovation will change the way we shop and dress, utilizing AI to provide accurate measurements and a virtual fashion playground.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Whitney Constable, and DressSmart is an innovative app that will change the way we get dressed and pack with artificial intelligence. The idea came to me after talking to event planners, and they mentioned 2 issues. One, when they were buying suits online, it often didn't look the way they wanted, and the expectations weren't met, and then they'd have to go through a time-consuming return process. And second, they're traveling around the world for events and professional networking opportunities, so they had limited time to pack, and overpacking was a very real issue, and they're not alone with this. 62% of people admit to having difficulty when it comes to packing, and 30 to 40% of the clothes that are bought online are returned. So DressSmart is a one-stop shop for professional travelers. It features 2 innovations, an AI body scanner where it scans your body and then you'll be able to see the clothes on you, which leads to a virtual closet and shopping experience. So you'll be the model of what you're wearing, and a suitcase option where AI will curate outfits for you with the goal to minimize the amount of clothes that you're packing in your suitcase, and then a Stitch Fix shipping model. So DressSmart will work by the user going into a personalized quiz and body scan. It kind of works like Amazon, where you have the camera open and then you'll be able to see furniture, except it'll be clothes on your body. You will then get access to shopping for clothes where the model is you. And then you can to be able to save it to a wish list like any other shopping service, and a plus option that allows the user to save and upload clothes and then add it to your suitcase. And the suitcase tab will curate and mix and match clothes based off your preferences, once again with the goal being in mind to reduce the amount of clothes that you're packing in your suitcase. So the competitors on the market, there are AI body scanners, however they're B2B, which means they're for businesses, and then also a lot of poor reviews for them, meaning that it wasn't executed properly, but it has the same idea. And the suitcase feature, the only similar thing I could find was Packer, that uses AI to create a list of what is needed. However, there's nothing like it on the market. I'm applying for the Digital Innovation Award for the suitcase feature to change the way we pack, and a business-to-consumer AI body scanner. Thank you, and let's change the way we shop and pack.
Thank you. Judges?
Okay, it's on. So I guess my main question is this focused on packing or buying clothes differently, in that, like, the clothes that are in this app, is that how it's working? The clothes that are in this app, are they clothes from anywhere or specific to what you're providing to us as the consumer?
So both. You can shop for clothes on the app and you'll be the model, you'll see what it looks like, so you know your expectations. However, you can also upload clothes that you own, and that would work for the suitcase feature. So the app is split into 2 parts, the shopping, and then there's the suitcase portion of the app where you can upload your clothes and be able to have AI reduce the clothes for you and that whole model.
I think I have another question, but
Yeah, my question is related because I was actually stuck on something similar, which is I really enjoyed the AI app
Mhm.
for fitting clothes to your body. Then I got limited by, I think, the focus on the traveling market. So why not? I was thinking of the Warby Parker virtual try-on for eyeglasses, for example, where you can do that at home to limit your dissatisfaction when it finally arrives and returns.
Mhm.
What was your thought process in focusing on the traveler market versus just saying, I have this AI powered tool that can apply to Amazon and all of these shopping platforms where it doesn't seem to exist?
Um,
Oops, sorry about that.
I wanted it to be like I mentioned, like the one-stop shop for like professionals, so they'd be able to buy clothes, and then after that, when I talked to event planners, a lot of them brought up the issue of packing, so I felt that it was a good way to be able to segue from shopping clothes to packing for when they travel around the world, because it's kind of a coinciding issue. You're buying all these clothes, and then you want to travel around the world, go to professional business opportunities and networking opportunities, but you have too much to actually pack into your suitcase. So then that way AI would be able to help you also reduce the amount of clothes that you're able to pack. But I feel like those were the two concerns, and I felt like there was a way to be able to incorporate both into the app.
Yep, very good. I enjoyed that, and I think it's a unique idea. My question is, one of the things that I do when I travel that drives me crazy is weather. So how does the AI take into consideration where I'm going and maybe different climate zones and what I need to have in terms of clothes for those different climates?
Yep. So I would say when you do suitcase, when you enter the app, you're able to have preferences. And I did incorporate into it that you are able to say what kind of suitcase you have. So you're able to, it will be able to know how much you're able to actually fit in it. And then you could also list preferences, like do you want warm clothes? Do you want cold, like for cold climates? And I think through a preference quiz at the beginning, it will be able to curate what you're able to pack.
Can I ask one more question?
One more, quick.
Okay, never mind. I can.
Okay. One more round of applause. And now we delve into the world of live events. Rhea Mohite is here to present Finale Tickets, a game changer for music fans and artists alike. Get ready to discover how this revolutionary ticketing platform prioritizes true fan loyalty.
Hi everybody, I'm Ria and I'm here today to introduce you to Finale, a true game changer in the world of concert ticketing. In the next 3 minutes, you'll witness why we're set to transform this industry. In 2023, the process of buying concert tickets is a frustrating nightmare, and this is due to 3 main reasons. First, scalping bots plague the $60 billion ticketing market by mass buying tickets and raising the price for true fans. Next, lottery pre-sales rely on luck rather than loyalty, and this leaves fans without tickets. And finally, devoted fans get no recognition. This leaves fans without tickets and frustrated. Unfortunately, many of us know firsthand that the ticketing giants have weak methods to verify genuine fans and create a frustrating user experience. That's why I'm thrilled to introduce Finale, a fan-centric platform that ensures face value tickets and rewards find their way into the hands of genuine fans. We analyze your concert attendance history, your streaming data on platforms like Spotify and Apple Music, and your engagement rates with artists on social media. We use this data to create your Finale Loyalty Quotient, a unique metric that identifies your dedication as a fan and assigns you redeemable points. Oh. Next slide, please. Could you go back one slide? So what sets us apart? We filter out bots once and for all. They can't replicate genuine fan engagement. Finale makes sure we allocate tickets to real fans and not bots. We reformed the lottery presale system by giving fans with a proven history with an artist first access to tickets. And our Finale loyalty quotient forms a fan tier ranking system, introducing a competitive edge to fan engagement. As fans elevate their scores and advance through tiers, they unlock perks like artist merch, fast passes, and more. Finale is a platform that integrates with Ticketmaster to make the fan experience more smooth, fun, and fair. Finale reforms their terrible user experience. Finale is a response to the demand from consumers to President Biden to find a solution to fan frustration. And by partnering with Finale, Ticketmaster can minimize its loss of customers to other resale platforms. We bring many benefits to artists by boosting their streaming numbers and social media engagement rates. Finale creates a way for artists to identify loyal fans and reward them, and artists can finally recapture the value being lost to scalpers and the resale market. Our target market is young fans who already engage with artists on social media. To adapt to digital markets, Finale will create user-friendly interfaces for seamless integration with online apps. And Finale will be created with the use of coding and APIs for our Finale innovative fan engagement solution. Finale is your ticket to a great concert experience. Thank you.
Fan favorite. So what is the cost?
Well, right now we're looking to be a B2B model, so we would be working with Ticketmaster, our main customer.
Do you have any feedback from promotion companies like Live Nation or artists themselves?
So this past summer, I worked with Live Nation, who owns Ticketmaster, and I was able to see the back-end side of their system and work alongside with the programmers, and I saw that there was just this big gap that was being unmet. And I'm a fan myself. I know my Gen Z peers as well, and I know the fan frustration they have when they log on to Ticketmaster and can't secure the tickets due to scalping bots and just a bad user experience overall. And I know that from artists as well, they have a bad experience with Ticketmaster because they don't know the true demand for their shows, they don't know where their tickets are going, and what to price their tickets at.
One more round of applause.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, don't forget to cast your vote for the People's Choice Award. Your voice matters, and you have the power to make someone's day by recognizing their innovative efforts. Simply scan the QR code on your screen or table. So let's make sure your favorite finalists get the recognition they deserve. Now, let's shift gears from fan loyalty to the 3D revolution. Yazib Altayeb with Fraction Print has an ingenious platform that lets 3D printer owners turn idle machines into money-making marvels. It's a game changer for the 3D printing world.
Hi, my name is Yazid Altayeb. I'm a senior engineering student here at Temple, and I'm here to present my idea of Fraction Print. So who are we? Fraction Print is the world's first online 3D print farm platform that allows 3D printer owners to make money off their machine while providing a more affordable and accessible 3D printing solution. So the problem we're solving. The reason I came up with this company is I ran into two problems that a lot of 3D printer owners run into. Is one, we don't use our machines enough to justify the cost of buying the machine. And two, there isn't a real simple or viable way for 3D printer owners to make money with their machines. So our solution. So when you go to the Fraction Print website as a printer, you sign up, you register your machine on our site to start receiving and fulfill orders. And as the consumer, you go to our website, you upload your file, and our algorithm will match you to the closest 3D printer with your exact specifications. So what are we doing here? We're empowering 3D printer owners by giving them the option to make money. We're creating a more accessible and affordable 3D printing solution. We're ensuring quality control with a very rigorous vetting process for people to join the platform. And it's a very simple website, very user-friendly experience. So market size. The 3D printing industry, the last 10 years, has had a huge boom. 2022, it has a $17.38 billion evaluation with a compound annual growth rate of 18.92%. Within the next 10 years, it should be worth around $98.32 billion. Next slide. Go back. All right, so our target audience. So we're realistically targeting anybody that's looking for a 3D printing solution. Well, we're going back to the other one. Okay, so what makes us different from regular 3D print farms? So the first thing is speed. We prioritize rapid turnaround times rather than profit because we're a bunch of independent 3D printer owners looking to make extra money on the side. Our platform is very cost efficient. Our pricing structure ensures that you're getting the best print for the best quality. Transparency, you're not left in the dark. You can keep track of your 3D print. And diverse printer selection. So when the more people sign up, you have a more diverse selection of the 3D printer to be able to cater your needs. Okay, so our target audience. So we're targeting anybody that uses 3D printing, like hobbyists, startups looking for a more affordable, rapid prototyping solution, engineers, healthcare industry, artists, pretty much anybody that could use 3D printing but doesn't have the budget to use one of the bigger competitors. So how are we making money with Fraction Print? So the first thing, we're charging transaction fees, a moderate transaction fee for every successful booking on Fraction Print. We're providing premium subscriptions for people who use 3D printing a lot more. We're going to open up our website to advertising promotions for other 3D printing companies. And we're going to offer premium features to the 3D printer owners to be able to maximize their listings. And yeah, so our goal at Fraction Print, we're here to bring power to the printers, be able to incorporate 3D printing in our daily lives and make some money out of it. And thank you so much for your time. Thank you. So over here, we're bringing out a couple of 3D prints. My beta testers are actually printed. If you've never, used anything 3D printed before.
Thank you for a wonderful presentation. So I loved your multiple revenue streams. That was great. Awesome. So I'm wondering, how do you ensure for customers three things: quality control, right? So I assume you do good work, right? But if you're just finding the closest person, so quality control may be an issue. Secondly, shipping costs. Are you going to pass that along to the consumer? And are there some locations that are more likely to use this than others? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So our quality control, our first thing to even join the platform, when you sign up on our website, we will send you a couple 3D prints to test and ship back to us for us to ensure the quality of your printer. You're going to tell us the serial number of your printer, your make and model, to make sure you have an up-to-date printer that can perform accordingly. Shipping, so consumers do shipping, but the nice thing with our algorithm, it marks you with the closest 3D printer for obviously the most quickest and more affordable shipping cost. And we have another feature called our quick print feature that allows for a free local pickup if your printer is in your city.
One quick one. Yep.
Okay. I guess my question is, how are people doing it now? Like, if I don't have fractional print right now and I need a 3D printer, how would I go about it without this service?
So there's two ways. You can either buy your own 3D printer, but when you buy your own 3D printer, you sink so much money in your investment, so much time learning about 3D printing, learning what softwares to use, trial and error with trying to get your machine to work. Your other option is to go to a third-party 3D print farm where they have inflated prices. your turnaround time is a lot longer. Like for example, these prints that are in your hand, they cost a little under $3 to make for each one. On that same on the same 3D print farm, they will charge about $60 to $80 for one of those things. On my website, we are going to charge $15 to $20 for the print.
Thank you very much. Our journey through innovation continues to our final undergraduate finalist as we venture into the nightlife scene. Victoria Doan and Yunatu Alamu are here to introduce Spot, an app that will transform the way you experience the night. Get ready for real-time insights and exciting nights out in Philly.
Good evening, judges. My name is Victoria. I'm a junior MS student.
My name is Yunata Alamu, a senior civil engineering student. Today, we're thrilled to present Spot, an innovative app set to revolutionize how we experience the city's vibrant entertainment scene.
Imagine this scenario. It's a Friday night in Philadelphia, and you and your friends are excited to hit the city. You want to find the perfect spot with the right music, the right crowd, the right energy, or even a special event or promotion. You open up your usual nightlife app, but it falls short. Crowd metrics are unreliable, and reviews are outdated, so you just wasted your money and time for the Uber ride there. Let me introduce you to Spot. Spot is an app that gives you real-time information and foot traffic data on the hottest city events in Philadelphia. Our proprietary algorithm uses reviews and social media buzz and many more to give you crowd density, price range, even the genre of music that the venue is playing. With Spot, users can say goodbye to disappointing nights in Philly and introduce you to exciting new things in Philadelphia.
Spot stands out from usual nightlife apps such as Dice and Find. Our interface is not just user-friendly, it's intuitive. From seamless navigation to personalized recommendation, Spot ensures that it's not just a one-size-fits-all platform. While Dice and Find currently offer a reward system, Spot is evolving to introduce new exciting features, including a unique loyalty program. We understand the value of loyalty and engagement, and our upcoming features will enhance the overall user experience. With Philadelphia's competitive bar scene as our initial focus, we can estimate that our serviceable available market to be between 7.9 to 8.7 million, given a 5% deviation. Spot targets tech-savvy users, especially those ages of 21 to 39. Our revenue streams include sponsorships, advertising for local businesses, and for local businesses. And to unlock advanced features, users can opt in for a premium subscription. Addressing a real societal need, Spot serves as a bridge between the tech world and the nightlife scene in Philadelphia. It disrupts the market by transforming the way people navigate and experience the entertainment scene in Philadelphia.
Spot's technical approach includes front-end interface and back-end technologies such as React and Node. We also integrate a number of APIs into our algorithm, which consists of Best Time, Google Places, Yelp Fusion, and many more. We also embrace cross-platform efficiency, so we'll be using React Native and Flutter to enhance the cohesive experience between iOS and Android devices. In conclusion, Spot is not just an app, but the solution to a real-world problem that we've all faced. So, who's ready to dive into the future with Spot? Thank you for your time and consideration, and we're now ready for any questions that you may have.
Thank you both. So I'm interested in this. A, how do you maintain that you are going to protect someone's privacy, right, about where they're located? And then B, Do you think it's better that the venue is paying for your service because you're driving the traffic to that venue, or is it to the user side of that equation?
So to answer the first question, it would be with the customer's permission. So as soon as you open up the app, a message should prompt on your screen asking if you'd allow us for us to track that information, and then you have the option to either opt in or opt out. As for the second question, we'd be partnering with the business and the customers. So if you wanted the real-time crowd density heat map, you can opt in for the premium subscription, and then we'd also be working with local businesses as well for them to kind of drive up their sales as well.
Are businesses generating their own data, or right now are you crawling through other data, such as those reported by those that are actually at the facility, for example? I'm thinking of some of the gyms, as you check in, have crowd meters. Are you seeing any businesses participate in that way, where they're feeding some of that real-time data into an app like that? Or is this all based on other data that you're capturing?
Yes, one of them we would be using like reservations. So that information, reservations, will go into the algorithm as well. We'll also be utilizing the API of Google Places, which also track the user's location of their device, like where the radius is. So that would tell them like what restaurant, what bar, what club they're at.
More round of applause. As we conclude this incredible showcase of our undergraduate innovators, we hope you're as inspired as we are by these brilliant young minds. These finalists are proof that innovation knows no bounds and that our future is indeed in very capable hands. One more round of applause for all of our undergraduate finalists. Before we move forward, let's not forget about that People's Choice Award. It's still up for grabs, so take a moment to cast your vote and let your voice be heard. Stay with us as we move into the upper track finalist presentations where more groundbreaking ideas await. So let's keep this innovation rolling. As we shift to our upper track finalists who are making their mark in diverse fields, from everything from healthcare to education and beyond, without further ado, please join me in welcoming our first graduate finalist and her remarkable venture, BitBrave. Linda Alukal, a proud Fox alum and class of 2014, is here to introduce us to a unique concept that's making a big impact in the world of food allergy prevention.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for this opportunity today. My name is Linda Alunkel. I am founder and CEO of BitBrave. I am a chemical engineer by training, and I got my MBA in 2014 from right next door. So thank you for having me here. I know some folks in the room today are either living with food allergies, have children with food allergies, or have siblings. We know personally what that means to us as a family. It takes the joy away from those precious moments that we cherish. BitBrave's mission is to make sure that we prevent those food allergies from ever happening in babies. Let me introduce you to my Benji. He's on the phone. Hi, Benji. He was born with 10 different food allergies. We've had to epi him 3 times already. And he's only 6. He only turned 6 a couple months ago. I didn't get the chance to prevent Benji's food allergies, but I did get the chance for other families. Let me go a little bit about this disease. 3.7 million babies will be born each year in the United States, of which 1 in 13 will develop a preventable food allergy. And you wonder, how in the world did this happen? What I'm showing you here is a timeline of history of what pediatricians were recommending back in 2000. They were recommending to delay introduction until 1, 2, 3 years of age. In 2015, a clinical trial essentially overturned that recommendation and said, no, please, in order to prevent food allergies, in this case by 80%, introduce in that 4 to 6 month period, which then caused the guidelines to change in 2019. And in some instances, the pediatrician goes, oops, sorry, I was wrong. Unfortunately, the damage was done. That translates to 70 million children, when I go back, to 70 million children that was impacted in these 19 years. And from a cost perspective, $5,000 per family after diagnosis. But it also caused an immense fear in the parent community, where parents are deathly afraid to introduce these allergens, and pediatricians, to their best intent, just do not have the time to coach these families. For a moment, I'm going to take us back to this clinical trial. In order to get to that 80% reduction, it took perfect harmony of each one of these elements here on the left. Bite Brave mirrors that clinical robustness by providing and empowering families through that journey and letting them be fearless by giving them bite-sized regimented science, and also that holding their hand and giving them that support through that introduction. So what we've learned in the proof of concept study and desirability, it takes a lot, right, to be able to go after prevention of a disease. For those of us that have the privilege of having beautiful young children, hi Benji, hi Isaiah, it is a lot to take care of a child in that first year of life. How in the world are parents going to remember that they need to introduce allergens in that 4 to 6 month period, not just once or twice, but 3 times a week? The way that Bite Brave does it is we deliver tools to the door, but then also hold their hand by having dietitians coach them through that journey. This is my team. I am an 8-year food allergy mom, 20 years in industry experience in large pharma and also oil and gas. My co-founder, who's currently undisclosed, we're going through negotiations right now, has extensive experience in food brands and also as a registered dietitian. I also have a very strong medical and strategic advisory board here. So to date, I've learned a tremendous amount, both as a food allergy mom, but also the last 3 years at Johnson & Johnson around how this disease came about, demonstrating desirability and proof of concept that parents really do want this. From a social media perspective, we've demonstrated significant traction on Instagram, in this case, 20 days post-launch, right before this at 664 followers. So there is something behind the mission that we are doing in Bite Brave and also the interest and the need from families. My next step is to bring this solution to families in the local Philadelphia area because Philly deserves healthy babies. So we will, and that's really what we're going for next. So please join me in this mission to be able to bring Bite Brave and prevent this disease from ever happening so that we can empower families like the one on this page and have healthy children for this next generation. Thank you.
Judges, we probably have time for one question.
So I'm wondering, are families eligible for some sort of medical insurance coverage to cover the cost of what you're providing to them?
Sure. So my go-to-market strategy is to direct to consumer first, to really build that community and credibility, then employee benefits, and then lastly, payers and pediatricians. So we want to make sure that we have the right clinical data to really convince pediatricians and payers that we are really changing health outcomes here.
Are you expanding to other allergens? I think your initial focus was, okay.
Yes, we are doing all 9. Yes. Thank you, Steve. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's switch gears from food to language. Caitlin Rudisil will share with us some linguistic magic as we are introduced to Aaria.
Oh, sorry, wrong way. Hi, I'm Caitlin Rudisil. I'm an MD candidate at Temple University, and I'm here to talk to you all about Aaria, where our mission is to empower residents from low-income communities to develop English language skills to help them obtain higher-paying jobs. So meet Kavi and Suvita, residents of Viarsar Party, one of the largest and lowest income communities in Chennai, India. This community was identified through our partnership with the local nonprofit, the Praise Foundation, whom we've worked with on previous social entrepreneurial projects in the past. And so we surveyed 1,000 individuals in this community, and 90% of them identified as a lack of employable skills as the primary reason that they can't gain economic growth. And among those, 65% identified that lack of English language skills was the primary barrier to employment. So from here, our team created Aaria. It's missing the slide, but I'll tell you about it anyways. So Aaria is a free smartphone application that provides English language courses to native Tamil speakers. And it's an organic student-teacher recorded format in that student users are able to use quizzes, repetitive review lessons, and
intentional pauses to quiz themselves along the way. They're learning alongside of the recorded student who is also learning English for the very first time. It helps promote a true understanding of the language as opposed to relying on rote memorization patterns. Further, Aaria has massive scaling potential as nearly 85 million individuals speak Tamil as their primary language in India. So what really sets us apart? There are Tamil to English language apps that are available, but the ones that are available, they rely on these rote memorization patterns. And the larger well-known ones, such as Duolingo, do not even offer Tamil to English language learning. And there are numerous studies published in scientific literature that show that active learning and understanding is far superior to rote memorization patterns when it comes to learning a language itself. And so Aaria itself operates, okay, there's the slide about it. I don't know what happened, sorry. It operates on a freemium model. So we generate revenue through advertisements, in-app premium purchases, and corporate partnerships. So corporations are able to purchase Aaria and distribute it to their employees to help them develop their English language skills. And so our progress to date, we've currently piloted our first module, which contains 30 lessons to 100 individuals in India and are receiving real-time feedback on it. And by the fall of 2024, we hope to have a full launch of Aaria. This is our whole team that is creating Aaria to provide English language skills to residents in low-income communities to help them obtain higher paying jobs. And thank you for your time, and I'll take any questions you may have.
I guess my question is, these are people that are working and they need to gain the language still to get a different job of higher paying, or so are they leaving the company to do that? So I guess essentially you're getting the company involved to pay for these classes, and are they going to quit the job? And
so
is my question making sense?
Right. So the corporation is so that they can the corporate's partnerships are so that they can communicate with their employees, because most business in India is conducted in English. And then our target audience is low-income communities, because, you know, in India, if you don't get primary English language in your school, which most low-income communities don't have access to, you have to buy a private tutor. And if they already are living like on very low wages, they can't even afford that. And so most of them are stuck in day labor jobs, and a lot of them have like 8 family members in their household living on like 1 paycheck.
Do you have any metrics related to how effective using an app to learn a different language is?
It's more like our method is it's simulating a classroom setting. It's not like using an application like you would think of as Duolingo, where you kind of tap it and you memorize the word. We have hired the instructor who has recorded lessons with a student who is also learning English for the very first time. And she'll ask the student a question, provide them, you know, the real understanding of the language. And so the user is listening to that as if they're also sitting in the classroom as well.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Now let's turn our attention to the world of healthcare with Cole Hagan and Mo Vision Pro. He's here to show us how cutting-edge technology can make rehab fun.
Hi, my name is Cole Hagan, and I'm a third-year PhD student in neuromotor science here at Temple. And my company is Mo Vision Pro, which is bridging the home-to-clinic gap to transform healthcare. Now, for those of you who have been in a physical therapy clinic before, you may have seen something like this. This is a home exercise program, and it's essentially a list of exercises for you to perform when you go home and leave the clinic. Now, if you're like most patients, you probably throw that piece of paper in the trash, because 70% of patients simply do not do exercises at home. And research shows that this is bad news for patients, because it can lead to poor patient outcomes and cost physical therapy clinics up to 9% in reimbursement costs. So physical therapists lose, clinicians lose, And the reason for this is that patients lose guidance and feedback outside the clinic. And clinicians are stuck with clunky, non-interactive software that's not helping them or their patients. So something needs to change. And that's where Movision Pro comes into play. Movision Pro is an innovative software platform that empowers physical therapists to easily share home exercise programs with their patients and track key patient metrics that are powered with AI-powered computer vision. And so we build upon something that clinicians already want and need, which is home exercise program software, so they can easily share home exercise programs with their patients. And we are the only solution which offers truly interactive home exercise programs with automated rep counting, real-time feedback, and clinical assessments using our special technology which tracks joints through space and time using a single mobile or desktop camera. And with this technology, we can track very important things like range of motion, movement velocity, posture, and balance, and give this back to the patient and the clinician. And this isn't just an idea. This is a true working demo that we have created. And we want to take this technology straight to physical therapy clinics, rehab centers, and hospitals with a tiered pricing structure set at the market price for home exercise program software. And we know we can do this because we are the only solution which offers motion tracking to help improve home exercise adherence and provide key information back to the clinician that can help personalize care. So let's close the home to clinic gap and truly transform healthcare and start with Movision Pro. Thank you.
I see that you're tracking reps, and there's a lot of data that's probably coming from that. Are you also able to see how somebody's progressing, say on range of motion? If they had an injury, is that range of motion increasing? So not only are you doing and complying when you're at home, but are you progressing according to the treatment plan?
Yes, exactly. That's one of the key things we want to give back to clinicians is that those important metrics like range of motion, stability, balance, so that every time a patient does a home exercise or does a clinical assessment, they get that information and it's tracked within our software and provided back to the clinician so that the patient can track and the clinician can track and use that for insights for care.
So great presentation. I love the idea. This is awesome, right? Because I've been through rehab myself. So you start out, you said 70% of people don't do the exercise at home. They throw the piece of paper away. So how do you motivate the person who's now at home and is using the app?
Well, that's a great question, and that's one of the main things I'm trying to solve. So one of the main problems right now is that patients are just lost. Like they don't have anything to motivate them. They don't have anything to hold them accountable to wanting to do the workouts. It's essentially they're just at home and their clinician won't know if they do the exercise or not. So it doesn't really matter if they do. So one of the things to motivate them is simply just having something that can track them and that's easy to use. The other thing is that within the software that we have, there's like clinician-patient messaging. So the clinician can encourage the patient to use the software and also notifications. So the patient knows like, oh, okay, I have a notification. Now I'm going to go do my exercises. Otherwise, the clinician's going to be mad. Yeah.
Thank you, Cole.
Yeah, thank you.
Friendly reminder, time is of the essence. The People's Choice Award is within reach, and there's not much time left. So scan the QR code, vote for your favorite. Our next presenters, Rachel Parise and Giovanna Barbado, are here with Flavor 5. These talented ladies are taking on heartburn with their condiment alternatives, and it's going to be one tasty journey.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Picture this. A squeeze of lemon on your salad is your worst fear. Marinara sauce will keep you up all night in pain. You don't feel comfortable going out to a restaurant because you don't know if the ingredient used will trigger your heartburn.
Eating shouldn't hurt. But for approximately 20% of Americans, or 64 million people, chronic heartburn is a harsh reality. And though they may manage their symptoms with medications, we found that people still have to change their diets, avoiding high acid foods and other triggers that could limit their ability to keep acid down.
I've suffered from chronic heartburns for a long time, but in my family, we've found joy sharing delicious meal. That's why I want to bring the same joy to chronic heartburn sufferers, helping them rediscover flavorful food.
Last year, my husband was diagnosed with GERD and was told to go on a low-acid diet. As the chef in the family, with being a new mom, working full-time, and a part-time MBA student, I had a difficult time getting low-acid meals that taste great on the table quickly.
Now imagine a world where eating is always enjoyable, regardless of your dietary restriction. That's why we're launching Flavor 5, a unique product line of low-acid condiments and sauces specifically designed for people with chronic heartburn. We offer a solution of enjoying meals without sacrificing health and comfort. Our recipes eliminated heartburn triggers using acid-neutralizing ingredients while adding flavors. Did you know that if you add baking soda to your tomato sauce, you can lower its acid level? With the help of my husband, who is a very talented chef, we are here to make Flavor 5 the undisputed choice for people with chronic heartburns. We want to revolutionizing their dining experience, allowing them to savor flavors without discomfort. Here is an example, a low-acid Caesar dressing recipe. You will have a taste later.
Our multifaceted approach includes direct-to-consumer sales, partnerships and referrals with healthcare providers, and partnerships with grocers and online retailers. We are not just a business, we are on a mission to redefine how people with chronic heartburn experience food. Now, if you have chronic heartburn or someone you love has chronic heartburn, we're looking at you. And we know that you want food that tastes great, makes you feel good, and helps you manage your diet without stress.
Join us on this journey to bring back the joy of food to those who, due to the chronic heartburn, have missing out on countless dining experience.
Flavor 5, we're bringing the joy of food back to your table.
We will bring you the taste that I just mentioned.
For the Caesar dressing.
For the low-acid Caesar dressing. Like the cap has a little spoon, so.
So is this trying to be like the low FODMAP kind of food for the low acid or the high acidic consumer?
It's a high pH, low acid.
So FODMAP diet is actually different from a low acid diet. So this would be similar to that, but for
trying to produce the actual condiments or what else?
Right,
that
for
you're
people
using.
who need something with low acid.
Okay.
So I love the concept. It reminds me of gluten, which I still have no clue what the heck gluten is, but whatever it is.
I wish
right?
my husband was here
Right?
so he could give you a better idea.
I think it'd be awesome if there was some kind of term, right? Because all of a sudden there was an explosion of gluten. It's on menus. It's always where food is served.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if there's some term that goes with this, but whatever that
So
is.
we chose Flavor 5 because we are trying to aim to have a pH for 5.5 and above, which indicated low acid condiments. That's why the low acid means that they're food with a pH of 5.5 and above. So it makes more understanding that it's in that range that doesn't trigger the heartburn.
But in terms of the phrase of gluten-free, we're going for low acid or GERD friendly. So
yeah,
yes, gastroesophageal reflux disease.
Probably low acid. I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now let's brighten up our day even more with Ishmael Camara, the light providers. This solar-powered innovation isn't just about light, it's about illuminating lives and spreading positivity. Get ready for a shining example of innovation.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Ishmael Camara, and this is the Light Providers. Light poverty is defined as having limited access to artificial light. It's estimated that around the globe, close to 1 billion people still don't have access to light. That means at night they turn to candles, kerosene lamps, and generators, which can be expensive and toxic. For migrants that come to the U.S. seeking a better life, they no longer suffer from light poverty, but they leave behind family members and friends who do. No one wants their family to live in darkness. My family is originally from Sierra Leone, where people suffer from light poverty, similar to other third world countries. I gave an outdoor solar-powered light to my aunt who lives in Sierra Leone, but she didn't use it like I expected. She put the light out during the day to charge, and at night, when she wasn't running her generator, her 3-year-old grandson would run back and forth to the light in order to keep it on, since it was a motion sensor light. I figured there had to be a better solution on the market. Instead, what I found was disposable batteries would be too expensive for my aunt to continue buying, and she would have to take the light on and off in order to continue to charge. Global remittance, the money migrants send back, is 3 times the amount of the official development assistance. ODA targets the economic development and welfare of developing countries. Over 50% of remittance goes to rural areas where 75% of the world's poor and insecure live. Migrants ship back vehicles, construct homes, and they build businesses with their family members abroad. But there is not enough products on the market specifically designed to target light poverty. Our solution is an indoor wireless light that is powered by a removable rechargeable battery that can be charged via USB-C or by a solar-powered light located outside the home, giving users a renewable energy source. Our target market, U.S. migrants. We empower U.S. migrants to send lights back home to their family members and friends abroad, as well as U.S. consumers. Migrants already are shipping goods. This is a visual representation of our target market and what they do. For example, shipping goods in a barrel or sending it back to a family member or friends. Our go-to-market strategy is we're going to meet our customer at each stage of the buying process to first make them aware of our product, then build interest and desire in order to get them to take action, which is to purchase our wireless light or refer a friend. With our go-to-market strategy, we believe we can capture 13.5 million in the next few years. Our overall website is an e-commerce. We're going to sell directly to migrants, and our retail is business to consumer. Our light, $50 on average per light. And with that, I'm an engineer. I have experience working for Ford Motor Company and for the Navy. We're working with a university's patent clinic to conduct a patent search. And I'm also working to bring someone on as a team member from Sierra Leone who has that experience living in light poverty each and every single day. This is important to me because when my aunt called my mom gushing over how much she appreciated the light that I sent to her, it made me feel more connected to her. So for those people that suffer in light poverty, each time they come home and see our light turn on, I want them to be reminded of how much their family member who provided that light loved them. So who wants to be a light provider? Together, we can end light poverty once and for all. Thank you. My name is Ishmael Camara, and please scan the QR code to take a survey.
Thank you, Ishmael. That was awesome. I think it is a significant problem, and so I like the presentation that you did. So here's my question. I'm thinking, or can you explain how does, if there's light poverty and there's not infrastructure, which I think that's the biggest challenge, right? There's a lack of infrastructure. How do you get solar panels to all of these places, or some sort of infrastructure? What are we plugging the light into for it to get the energy so that it will generate?
Correct. So our light is a solar powered light, about 6 to 8 inches large. So it would be 2 lights really working in combination. An indoor light that would be powered continuous lighting, and then an outdoor light that is solar powered that would be rechargeable during the day. So instead of my aunt having to move the entire light back and forth, she would just swap the batteries. That way she could just take it in, put another battery in, and then during the day, it would just continually be recharged. And then when the indoor is depleted, she could take it back out, swap it again. So it's like a swappable process between the lights.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For our last presentation of the evening, it's time to bring a touch of nostalgia and entertainment into the spotlight. So now let's turn to Albert Gelson and Turnstile. Get ready for a trip down memory lane as we explore the world of ticket stub collections. Take it away, Albert.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here tonight. My name is Albert Gelson, and I'm the founder of Turnstile. Let's take a trip down memory lane to winter of 1993. On February 20th, I went to my first concert, Bon Jovi. I was in row Y, seat 11, floor section. All these years later, the only physical memento I have of that night is the ticket stub. I've been to hundreds of events since that night, and I just can't stop collecting the stubs. Fast forward half a lifetime, and this is the result. All those memories just stuffed inside a plastic bag. It turns out, I met a woman, my wife, who's been doing the same exact thing. The thing is, we're not alone, not even close. People everywhere are hanging on to their ticket stubs, unwilling to throw away proof of so many memories. Whether it was the first trip that you ever took to Disney or the last game at the old stadium, don't you think there should be a better way to preserve these memories? To say, hey, I was there, and this is what happened. Introducing Turnstile, an interactive online community that lets you share the beauty and detailed history of your ticket stub collections with the world. It's a platform that celebrates the visual appeal of now uncommon relics while simultaneously harnessing the power of the internet to link your ticket stubs to digital artifacts that are found online. Users will have the ability to keep their collections private or to make them public. When made public, other users can engage with your stubs and also engage with each other, similar to the conversation that you see on the screen. We'll partner with teams, leagues, bands, record labels, movie franchises, you name it, so that they can create their own Turnstile profiles and sell premium artifacts to users. If you extrapolate this idea to the universe, the global world of events and organizations, we think that the scalability for Turnstile is limitless. Preliminary research suggests that there is a sizable market for an offering like this. 45% of respondents said that they'd be interested in something like Turnstile. And current solutions leave a lot to be desired. Physical photo albums and framed collages don't let people share the way they want to, and existing websites are clunky, and they focus exclusively on the collectibles market. So now that we've checked the most important box, the next step is to partner with a tech co-founder. From there, we want to continue market research with the focus of finalizing user personas that will be harnessed in developing targeted marketing strategies. Our promotional plan at launch will be a mix of integrated and strategic marketing plans. And with an eye towards generating profit, we see revenue coming from advertising, premium subscriptions, and selling premium artifacts from our team's partnerships. While going through boxes of old stuff, I came across this Brooklyn Dodgers ticket stub. It's dated July 8th, 1950. What caught my eye is that it says Albert's first game written on the front. Albert being my dad. He grew up a Brooklyn Dodgers fan. But for as long as I've known him, he's rooted for the Phillies too. Now the stub doesn't say who the Dodgers played that day, but I looked up the box score online, and wouldn't you know, they played the Phillies. So my dad didn't remember a ton about the game when I called to tell him that I had found the stub, but we had a really great conversation about baseball and his childhood. That's the power of Turnstile. Thank you.
I guess my question is, I'm old enough to have ticket stubs myself, but what about people that aren't? I assume some people in this room haven't ever had a ticket stub maybe. And so like, what motivates them to sign up for Turnstile?
Yeah, I think that there's a huge opportunity to build an API integration with Apple Wallet. I found a conversation on an Apple support forum where people were talking about that exact thing. They wanted to port their ticket stubs, airline stubs, concert stubs from their wallet into a permanent folder so they wouldn't lose them. So I haven't investigated that particular part of the market yet, but it's part of the research that we want to do. And we think it'd actually be easier than scanning old ticket stubs. So we think there's a huge opportunity there.
Thank you, Albert. That was awesome. So anytime I see digital and a digital product anymore, I think of metaverse and non-fungible tokens, right? So is there an opportunity within the metaverse for these tickets to be displayed or purchased or sold or what have you?
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I view some of this as NFTs, right? They're these digital collectible items that could be used to establish credibility or frequency with a particular partner or venue or band that could then be used to access premium features. So I think there's totally opportunity there. The other thing too is that social media is going through a major revolution right now. We're actually going to see a pluriverse be created where different factions of social media break into smaller communities around niche topics, right? So we think Turnstile will actually be a pluriverse into itself, where it'll collect these conversations from different bands, teams, leagues, Eurorail, Art Basel. So that's what I think.
You answered my question, so quick comment. And this just may be a potential line sitting in the room. You have finale. Maybe this contributes to your finale score. So yeah, it would be an interesting conversation.
I was talking with Ria, I believe. Just met her for the first time, but I had seen her description, and we were talking about hopefully one day we're both commercialized, and Turnstile can feed into your score. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We are going to give the judges about 20 minutes to deliberate. So we're going to let them get up, write their final thoughts. And actually, if folks could stay seated real quick just so that they can get back to the conference room, that would be great. But I couldn't be up here and not tell you about the People's Choice Award. This is it, your last chance to have your say and make a difference. The People's Choice Award is about to close its doors, and so we want to ensure your favorite finalists get the recognition they deserve. So scan the QR code. As the judges are deliberating, we are going to take a 10-minute break, so we'll make an announcement when we've got about 5 minutes left, and then when it's time to come back. And then we have a special guest via Zoom that's going to be joining us that you certainly won't want to miss. So thank you all. We'll see you back here in about 10 minutes.
let's all work together on it. Yeah. I think he's getting back on the mic.
Hello? Hello? All right, if we can all either take our seats or at least look forward. Uh-oh. Someone's holding class in back there. Okay, so I'm Alan Kersner. I'm director of the Temple University Entrepreneurship Academy, which is part of the IEI, and I also teach Lean Startup. For those of you who haven't taken it yet, come on back to school and take it. Those of you who are here, you'll get your extra credit, don't worry. All right, so while the judges deliberate, we first want to have a raffle for our attendees. And Kathy here, our own Vanna White, will pick the winner.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram. It's Temple IEI. Thank you all so much. It's 659530.
Once more.
659530. It's 6595. How many of my lovely, lovely attendees got the tickets while you're RSVP? Please put your hands up. Oh, we will figure this out later. Give me 5 minutes. I'll get this on. But besides from that, please do follow Temple IEI and connect with thinking. I appreciate y'all.
Next slide. Okay, so I want to talk about the next series of events we'll be having here. And as many of you know, through the IEI, the Innovation Entrepreneurship Institute, we have a series of programs throughout the year for undergraduates, graduates, alumni, staff, and faculty. So any of you who have any entrepreneurial thoughts, whether it's starting your own business, whether it's starting a nonprofit, whether it's just within organizations you're working in to have a bigger impact, please check out our programs. So the next competition we'll be having is a Changemaker Challenge, which is basically preliminary ideas like you're hearing here tonight, but with a social impact orientation. So those can be a for-profit, or they could be a not-for-profit. And our competition will be in February. Our submission portal and the form is very similar to the idea competition. Will be opening tomorrow. The first event that we'll be having is a week from tonight, and it focuses on hunger. And a lot of us think of hunger as an issue for someone else or for some other part of the country or the state. In fact, when you sit in classes or even here, other than the food we're providing, 1 in 3 of Temple students are food insecure. They cannot feed themselves 3 meals a day. So it's a real problem here. The estimate, believe it or not, is 50% of the basketball players and football players and soccer players on Temple's teams that you see in the competitions are food insecure. So it's a real issue. And to continue to make progress against hunger and other issues, discrimination, education and equity, human rights, climate control. We need to be innovative. And a week from tonight, virtually from 5 to 6, we're going to have Pam Lawler, a good friend of IEI, who was the founder of Philabundance 45 years ago or 50 years ago, because she saw a lot of perishables being thrown out by restaurants and grocery stores. And back then, people said you can't transfer perishables to hungry people. It's not safe, it'll go bad. And she said, well, I see all these perishables being thrown out. I'm passing a ton of hungry people on the streets of Philly. I don't care what they're saying. And she started loading perishables into the trunk of her Subaru and feeding the hungry on the streets of Philly. She founded Philabundance. Now Lori Jones Brown is the CEO. She was formerly chief of staff for the city of Philly. And Philabundance delivers 50 million pounds of food a year to the hungry in Philadelphia. So I encourage you, take a snapshot of that QR code. It's going to be a talk very worthwhile. You could do it from the comfort of your office, your home, your car, wherever you are. And that'll kick it off. And then you'll be hearing about a series of additional workshops in the social impact area. And I'd encourage many of you who just have a thought on how to give a damn and make a difference to submit to the Changemaker Challenge. And with that, I am going to introduce a former winner of the Changemaker Challenge, a former student and a diehard 76ers fan, Will Eubank. Where is he? He's loading. All right, well.
Oh gosh, hello. Can you hear me okay?
So, Will, you've been introduced as a social impact whiz and a diehard 76er fan.
Oh gosh, hello.
And it's all yours now.
Can you hear me okay?
So, Will, you've been introduced as a social impact whiz.
There we go. I was hearing an echo there for a second. All right. I think I'm just talking to an empty room, but hello, everybody. It's nice to connect with you all. I hope you're all having a great time so far with the Changemaker Challenge. So to reintroduce myself, Will Bubenick. I was a Temple University class of 2018. Makes me feel extremely old now that I've been gone for 5 years now. Oh my goodness. 5 years. My goodness. Wow. Not able to hear anybody, but I'm going to carry on. So to give a little bit of context around myself. So the youngest in my family, I have 3 older siblings that have intellectual disabilities. So I learned from a pretty early age that it wasn't that my siblings had trouble accessing the world necessarily, so that the world was made pretty inaccessible to them. And that really started my journey in the professional sense into looking at how do you actually create effective change in diversity, equity, and inclusion. That really started in the sports industry. So I was starting Special Olympics chapters at my high school. I helped start the Special Olympics chapter at Temple. Was a sports business major at Temple. Shout out to STHM for anyone that's an STHM. And was fortunate to work for the Philadelphia 76ers for the majority of my time while I was at Temple. Throughout all of those experiences, I was able to learn a lot about diversity, equity, and inclusion in the sports industry. And it gave me a lot of context, kind of thinking about how I wanted to make the impacts that I wanted to see in the world. And from there, I really started seeing that there's ultimately, and this is what I did my senior thesis on, that there were these 8 different pillars of promoting inclusion through sports. The one that it all came kind of coming back to was looking at this concept called digital accessibility. And I had no idea really what that meant But as I started looking further into it, it was the understanding that you want to ensure that online content is accessible and usable to all people. It sounds like a really simple concept, but it's also a compliance requirement, and organizations have no idea what they're doing. And when you look at the statistics, there's a statistic out there that 96.3% of websites fail basic web accessibility testing. So I started to see that this is a real problem and wanted to start really building out and understanding what this problem was. So I really came into it with a vision and understanding, a personal learned understanding to really start trying to build this out. It was happening while I was at Temple and started really refining these ideas while I was minoring in entrepreneurship at Temple through the IEI. Won't hold it against everyone in the IEI. I did get second place in the Changemaker Challenge when I first started doing things. But it gave me the opportunity to see when I got second place that first time around that this was an idea that could actually be validated. So continued to go through, continued to refine, continued to iterate until I understood what my target audience was really looking for. They were trying to understand that they needed accessibility to be simple and approachable, and providing them with a straightforward way, not just to be compliant, but also understanding the opportunities around it. Because you can increase your customer base by having an accessible website and an inclusive online content. There are so many key benefits to showcasing yourself as an inclusive organization. So as I continued to progress and really hammer out these different service lines, got to the opportunity where I was fortunate enough to win the social impact track of the Be Your Own Boss Bowl my senior year. That continued to grow things, where I was fortunate enough to secure a state government contract to do the accessibility for them. Started working with a couple of enterprise clients, really started taking off from there once I got a couple of grant opportunities to go back to my hometown of St. Louis, Missouri. I've been back in St. Louis since 2021. Those grant programs have just furthered the fuel to that fire. Things continued to grow. And then fortunately, in February of 2023, I sold Nebula Media Group to CurbCut OS, got acquired, and now I'm serving as the Chief Accessibility Officer for CurbCut OS. So it's wild to think like just a few years ago where I was to where I am now, but it gave me a lot of amazing context in terms of the ideas around doing well while doing good, because I wanted to ensure that whatever I did, I was making an impact in the world. So I was thankful enough to have an opportunity to do that, continue to refine the craft through IEI and all the support that Temple and the professors and everybody gave me. And it allowed me to continue to grow this business to a point that it could actually get acquired. And now I'm kind of diving in further into my next challenge. So hopefully that's some good interluding time while the judges are deliberating. That's my story. That's who I am. And I'm happy to answer any questions. If anyone's saying anything, I can't hear them.
Okay. Any questions for Will? Okay. Thank you, Will.
Thank you for the time.
Okay. Okay. So I would now like to introduce Kennedy Brown, who is Director of Professional Development for the Entrepreneurial Student Association.
Hello. All right, so I'm just going to do a quick ESA plug. We meet here every single Wednesday from 12 to 1 p.m., and we take people with great ideas, give them the resources and the community to help grow that idea and make it a reality. So if that sounds interesting to you at all, please come. And we got Victoria's the president, who you heard pitch a wonderful today. We have that little thing on the wall. You can scan, talk to me, talk to Victoria. But I want to take a moment to thank our sponsors as well. Couldn't do it without them. Thank you so much. You're supporting innovation, and it's very appreciated. And now let's just give a final round of applause to our undergraduate finalists who have pitched some great ideas today that we've already seen. Of course, and we cannot forget about the upper track finalists as well. Remarkable innovations from them as well. So just one more round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you. And now it's time for the winners. Let's go. All right, we're going to first up announce the winners from the Blackstone Launchpad. I'm going to introduce Miss Julie Stapleton Carroll, the program director of Temple's Blackstone Launchpad.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. I'm Julie Stapleton Carroll, she said, from the Blackstone Launchpad program. This year, we were able to partner with IEI on the ideas competition. And so we ran a dual track where Blackstone is a national program. And so we had a national competition that we did in tandem with the IEI. So I have winners from 4 different tracks that were submitted to the national network that are competing now for prizes of $10,000 each that will be announced in the next couple weeks. So you'll hear more about these. But these local winners will each receive $1,000. And again, there were 4 different tracks. So I'd like to call them up now. Our first track is Ari Tamashiro with Beauty Birds for the Social and Climate Impact Award. Ari? There comes Ari, yes. Congratulations. Did anybody want to take a picture? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, congratulations. Second up in the Health and Life Sciences Award, Cole Hagan with Mo Vision Pro. Next up, we have the Consumer Products and Services Award. It goes to Rachel Paris and Giovanna Barbato. Congratulations. And finally, in the general category, we have Rio Mohit with Finale. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I wanted to congratulate everybody that participated in the competition. Anybody who was a student was eligible for the Blackstone Award. So those that are alumni were not eligible. But we've worked with all of these teams, really good showing this year. It was a pleasure to work with IEI. So thank you very much and good luck to everybody.
Thank you, Julie. And yeah, just to note, the Blackstone Launchpad has been a wonderful partner to work with. They chose their winners earlier this week, so the pitch competitions were pitch presentations were some icing on the cake. So thank you again for being such a great partner. Now it's time to celebrate an innovation that has truly harnessed the power of the digital world. The Digital Innovation Award goes to an idea that is not just transformative, but also embraces the digital age with creativity and flair. The Digital Innovation Award goes to Cole Hagan with Mo Vision Pro. The Mo Vision Pro, sorry. Movision Pro highlighted a real problem faced by the current world, and the Institute for Business and Information Technology, who is the sponsor of this award, was not able to be here today, but they did pass along the following. Especially in this age where more and more people are acquiring physical therapy, but are having a hard time finding with therapists to get it done. The current at-home solution for physical therapy is not very reliable and efficient. This is a very intriguing and excellent digital solution that is technically feasible and when properly implemented can help current and future generations. Let's applaud the exceptional work in the digital innovation space. Another sponsored award that we have is the Global Innovation Award, and to present that, I'd like to invite my colleague Jeffrey Conradi up to explain what that is and who has been selected.
Hi everyone, so my name's Jeffrey. I'm from the International Programs Office here at Fox School. We're up on the 7th floor, Alter Hall. So we have a grant from the United States Department of Education called CYBER, Center for International Business Education and Research. It focuses on US global competitiveness in international markets. And so I first came to this competition back in 2015, that's how long I've been at Temple, and we had the idea to create a global innovation prize for all the submissions to really think about the full size and scale of their target market. 95% of the world's consumers live outside of the US borders, 95%. And so our office has resources. We work with the city government, state government, the federal government, international chambers of commerce, the World Trade Center, Import-Export Bank, et cetera. We have resources to help anybody with a submission, anybody with an idea, to be connected with the resources to take their idea internationally, whether that's a company, whether that's another organization. So feel free to stop by and see us at 7th floor of Alter Hall. So this year, I would like to present the award to Aaria. Congratulations.
We'll fill this out later so you can get it, okay? We can get a picture. All right. It's time to recognize the outstanding innovation that secured the second place in our undergraduate track. The journey of this finalist has been nothing short of remarkable, and their dedication to innovation is truly commendable. The second place undergraduate track award goes to Beauty Birds. Thank you. In our upper track, we witnessed some exceptional innovations that promise to shape industries and make a significant impact. The second place award in this track is a testament to the ingenuity and hard work of our graduate finalists. The second place upper track award goes to Flavor 5. Time has come to announce the pinnacle of excellence in our undergraduate track. This innovation has truly set a new standard and showcased something special. The first place undergraduate track award goes to Finale. You got it. Go ahead. Congratulations. Thank you. Our upper track finalists have displayed exceptional creativity and dedication to their innovations. The first place upper track award goes to an idea that not only excelled, but also demonstrated how innovation can be truly transformative. For the third time tonight, the first place award for upper track award goes to Movision Pro. Kennedy's going to come back and tell us who the winner of the People's Choice Award is.
All right. So, the people have spoken, and it is Spot.
Congratulations. And our final award of the night, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. The Grand Prize Award is the highest honor of the evening, recognizing an innovation that stands as the epitome of excellence and impact. This award celebrates the very best of innovation at Temple University. The Grand Prize winner, our most exceptional innovator of the evening, is Bite Brave. You sure? Okay. One more round of applause for all of our presenters this evening. Thank you for a great night. Please get home safe. We hope to see you. What's that? Oh, I'm sorry, we need to do a raffle.
So I here have a spreadsheet of all the attendees here tonight. I'm a finance major, so you know me. So I'm here going through here. I'm literally gonna choose a random person. No, we have a spreadsheet of everyone's names here. Yeah, so I'm the magic wizard picking the people. Yes. So let me see. Iwana, is Iwana here? Ken Carter? Congratulations! I will be giving you the gift later. Okay. Yes.
Thank you so much. So, are we taking a photo of the raffle winner?
No picture?
Hello? Okay. Guys, thank you so much for coming. I'm Michelle. I work here at the IEI with the team, and I just wanted to give a huge thanks to all of you. This is an amazing turnout. We are so stoked that you guys came out. If you're not already, take classes with us in entrepreneurship and innovation. We have undergraduate, we have graduate classes. You heard about the Changemaker Challenge we're about to kick off. Enter your ideas. You'll be part of the next pitch competition. Come to our event next week to kick that off. And a really huge thanks to the IEI team. All of these guys killed it. Neil is new in this role, you guys. Did he crush it or what? Like, he put all of this together, right? Amazing. And to Emily, who does all of the magic to make this happen. Emily made the rest of all of this happen, and the rest of our student team. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for coming. Bye.